All right, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the Ciaccona trailer. We're gonna watch the Japanese one first, and then we'll watch the English one. I mean, I love the Resonator trailers every time, so looking. Oh, it's a harmonica.
神戸を垂れ経験にたたえるのだ。ああ祭司よ、嵐と荒波を沈めたまえ。そして進むべき道をどうか我々に。
相変わらずだ。立派に見えて、その中身は空っぽ。
Oh, empty on the inside.
あら、銀融詩人さんじゃない。
今日は何を聞かせてくれるんだ？
そうだね。少し変わった歌かな。
Very Disney. She's singing. Okay. It's a nice tune. Oh. Whoa. She can fly. Oh. It's symbolic. Pilgrim Sale. That dude. Is that retroact rain? Oh no. Okay.
たとえ茨の道だとしても、胸を張って進むのさ。そうすれば。
She gonna bring color back to the world? Yes. Okay.
夜明けの訪れを願って希望の楽章を奏でよう。悲劇の中から私たちは生まれ変わる。
There you go. Okay, she's like the watcher and obviously storyteller.
神よ、この思いは本当に届いているのだろうか。
Okay, okay, okay. It was, first off, it was another one where like they had a song playing throughout the whole thing with lyrics, which also happened uh in Rocha's character trailer, which I'm feeling a little of a disconnect But like she's like the watcher. She's watching everything and then she's also making it into songs and she's giving color to the world. I get all of that. The gender swaps are smooth, right?
And let us pray.
If they don't do it from now on, I'm gonna be like crazy.
Still the storm's fury and calm the wrathful seas, and guide us onto the path of righteousness.
Nothing has changed. It may glitter, but it is far from gold.
Okay, in the Japanese, she said like, "Oh, it sounds all righteous, but it's empty on the inside." Maya. They retired.
If it isn't our wandering bard.
What are we singing today, huh?
Something.
Yeah, this whole intro is so Disney. I don't mean that in a good or a bad way. It's just reminding me of Disney. More Disney than Disney, right? And this is symbolic. I get that. What's up, Whoopi? Of course, the dark tide's always a thing. This is more than a dark tide, though. The animation's quite good. And of course, you know, having the Rina Cinta characters sinking into a watery abyss, that's a thing. I get it. I get it's a thing. I get it. Yeah, dark tide. I get it. I get it. Got it. Good.
Charlatans! You twist the divine will! You...
So there are like bad things happening,
Fool, the divine's will is beyond your
right? But she can tell their stories and share music.
Don't cry. You want to be a knight like me, don't you?
Which adds color to the world. But like, yeah, is that retrograde rain, man? The rain's going up. It's obviously not, because they said it's not. They said it's not, but
Go.
sure feels like it. Bad things are, yeah, but you know, like, you know, whenever people are struggling, that's like what music does. That's what music does. Gives us hope. Just like the Sentinel saying.
Tragedy is the fate that awaiteth you all.
And instead of, you know, sinking,
Thorny the road ahead, we must hold our heads high. For poetry and music.
she tries to spread the hope and optimism for the future.
Let us play the song of hope and witness the sunrise once more. We shall be reborn.
So that's our story. It's not like super deep or anything, but let me see this again.
Shall be reborn from the ashes of
Third
tragedy.
movement, okay. Once again, Kuro Games knows, you know, a 3-part story might seem fundamental, but it works. It works. Give me 3 parts. Give me the story in 3 parts. So we got the story in 3 parts. She's a, you know, she's a upstanding member of the community. Doesn't really like the church though, but that's cool. And everybody likes her. But then she sees all the tragedy, part 2. She sees all the tragedy that's happening around her. And then part 3, she chooses hope. I get it. understand. Oh, she does take off her jacket. Or her cape. And then all the people show up. Bros. Cartithia is a murderer of Tacitus words. Because this also lines up with the general overall theme that already exists in WUWA, which is, you know, the perseverance of the human spirit, which, you know, even after all of the laments, Thronodians, Darktide, what have you, they continue to create their civilizations and, you know, live full and enriching lives, right? Which is part of why, you know, I think Rover has to see all this again. But anyway, let's not get into that. Oh, Abby's here too. I didn't even realize. Just saw Phoebe. The first time. And yeah, so the music, here's another thing. This is the first anniversary, Ever Flowing With You. She's writing our music for the anniversary too.
Divinity, can you hear the poems I recite and the songs I sing?
Can you hear the poems I recite with the songs I sing? In Japanese also it's like, will this feeling reach them? That's... I find it much more poetic. Even though her language is more flowery in English, the Japanese one was a little bit more poetic. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. That was nice. Listen, it was good. It's satisfying. Lots of Easter eggs, which is like different than usual, because they were like, you know, all of the characters showing up. I know that I think, in my opinion, it's because, you know, she's watching and she's going to tell the story, right? And then like her telling the story in song is important to, oh my god, Komemos, thanks for the raid. What's up? Banana Raid, welcome in, Raiders. We're just discussing the Cartithia trailer. All right. Anyway, all the characters showing up because she's the one who's like watching them. She's gonna tell their story. I get it. We raid. Oh my god, Komemos, thanks for the resub too. I appreciate that, man. What were you playing today? Let me know. I'll give you a quick shout out. But thanks so much for the raid. I do appreciate it. Right now, I'm just reacting to the Ciaccona trailer. Sorry, and a lot of stuff was going on. Oh, you were also playing WUWA. Let's go. Oh, the girl from Flip Flapper. Okay, I see it. The harmonica details are top notch. Can I just say that? That looked like a real harmonica. And this dude, isn't this the effort we met in 2.0? He might not be, but he looks like him. Thanks for following him, Mom.
Nothing has changed. It may glitter, but it is far from gold.
Running on the rooftops, takes the balloon, gives it to the kid. This whole like sequence reminds me of something, right? Right now I'm just gonna say it feels Disney. But anyway, she takes balloons, gives it to the kid, waves, randos on the street, waving, talking.
What are we singing today, huh?
Something different.
Right? He's that asshole. So Pebs. The song is nice. I'll try to look at the lyrics. And then this whole scene is symbolic. Because even though she saw the whale narwhal thing, it was the little dragons that came out, which is wild. But she's gonna be a shining star explosion. And then, as I said, Marina City characters falling into the watery abyss. It's a thing. See? And now this is the second part. I get it. I get the story is trying to tell. It is a little, I don't want to say generic. Probably simple, but I think like with her character, like the way she is, it's okay if the story's a little simple.
Don't cry. You want to be a knight like me, don't you? To protect this city. I must go.
So she's seeing all of the intricate things happening.
The hopes thou envision are born of desperation. Tragedy is the fate that awaiteth you all.
That's gotta be the Thernodian talking, bro. If anything, that's the whole Thernodian philosophy. Okay, I get why she's writing the first anniversary song now and why all the characters are in here, right? Because these are like the main themes of WUWA.
However thorny the road ahead,
Right? So Rover's on the side of like civilization and like humans
shall guide us.
surviving. Thernodians are on the side of like ruining civilizations.
Play the song of hope and witness the sunrise.
And then like
we shall be reborn from the ashes of tragedy.
human spirit like holding on to hope even like with all the disasters and shit. That's the whole WUWA thing. That's WUWA's theme in a nutshell. Now, we're not getting main story in the second half. But there might be some kind of like something. Maybe it's in the Lucid Realm. Maybe it's in the event quest. I think it's in the event quest. Because we're supposed to get an event quest with Ciaccona. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this trailer.
Divinity, can you hear
The musical ones, I feel like
and the songs I sing?
I personally am not that huge into musicals, so it's harder for me to like feel the emotions of what's happening. And like I think the musical ones tend to have like a more simplified story, but I still enjoyed it. So, and obviously she's the bard, she's gonna have music in it, so you know, I accept it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I would like to know your thoughts as well. I enjoyed it. I always like the Resonator showcases though. They're always top notch. I don't even I don't worry. If anything, I expect them to be good. If the quality of Resonator showcases go down, that would be the saddest thing to ever happen. But right now, they're always peak. It's crazy. The music was nice, but the combination with the fight in the sea was not great. Yeah, like I can tell like that was supposed to be like really symbolic, right? And to make that money scene of her falling into the water, but at the same time it's just like, you know, this has no real life setting for her. Anyway, let me go over the hey Amon. I love bards, so I really like it. I feel like people who here's what I think about Ciaccona. I think people who really like this type of character usually they are going to love Ciaccona because like the execution of her character elements, they're all hitting the correct notes. Pun intended. But that doesn't mean everyone's gonna like her. I'm just saying like they're hitting the right notes with her.
ああ祭司よ嵐と荒波を沈めたまえそして進むべき道をどうか我々に
相変わらずだ。
So she says, like always, you look like you're so upstanding. but you're empty on the inside. That's what she says. And I thought that was much more pointed than the way she said in
いっぱい
English.
に見えて
It's like a much more pointed way of saying it. So it made me understand like her character and like first off what she thinks about the order, which is like kind of like empty motherfuckers.
あら銀融詩人さんじゃない
And like she's obviously the bard. She has this idol feel to her.
歌かな
Just happy, maybe not even happy, positive, easygoing, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. You just step up their game. Well, like they said it very like poetically, but it missed the, it wasn't as pointed. She said like some shit like all that glitters is not gold, right? And then from here, this is all just symbolic. Right? She was okay. Let's say the symbolism out loud, right? Obviously, she's beloved in the neighborhood, right? She's better than Jenny from the block or whatever. And so she has been, you know, all things considered, she is living the easy life, right? Right? This is easy sailing. Easy sailing, easy life. That's what this means. But then the storm, the tsunami cometh, right? This is all symbolic. The storm comes, rough waters. Yeah. Like I said, it's simple, but like for the musical ones, I think they have to make it simple. It has to be digestible. And then, you know, the fact that she's flying, all right, she does not fly like that. I mean, she does have a little bit of a mid-air thing going. And then, so like, even though, I don't know if this means anything, because like, even though she sees the whale under the water, it's the dragon she fights. So I don't know if that has some symbolism or... Number one, I think it's a callback back to the whale because the whale was important in the Rina Sita story. And that's what is this in this trailer is like there's a lot of callbacks, right? To things that already happened in the story. But then she fights the dragons. I think it's so that she can fight in the air, but also I think it's so that you get that little star thing that she does. I'm not sure why they came out of the water. But yeah, I just have to accept this is all symbolic. It's all symbolic. And this is Act 2. Or second movement. And so these are separate things. Okay. First is the Pilgrim Sail. Right? And the second is the dad leaving to fight something. Which, you know, it might be that night story that we saw on Penitence End. I don't know if you guys did that world quest, but there's the story of like the knights that went looking for the thing for the Phasaelia's special treasure or whatever. And he's saying he's a knight. So I think that's what that's about. But both of those things center around Penitence End. And then, of course, you know, the Sentinel Thornodian. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, probably the one thing that I do like that maybe, like, took a few watches for me to get was that it is taking, like, the story that we've already gotten presented to us and it is making it a personal story. So the overall story that we've already had, despite it was already personal for us, right? We're the rover, whatever. But besides that, like this overall story that we had that affected other people, like including the pilgrim sale and the night thing at the penitence, like it's showing how it's affecting one person and that person being Ciaccona. And so it's making the story a little bit more personal. So that's nice.
胸を張って進むのさ。そうすれば歌と音楽が導いてくれる。
But also kind of solidifying like how she's her role like in the community too.
私たちは生まれ変わる。
And that is the rebirth. That is the Renacita. Okay, I get it. So yeah, the trailer concept is like the trailer concept story is simpler, but I can see like how they were trying to tie in all of these things. I don't know if it worked for everybody, but I can see how they're trying to tie it all in. Which might be a lead up to an anniversary thing. And if anything, it makes more sense why she's the anniversary character. Alrighty then. Anyway, I think that's all the commentary I have.
この思いは本当に届いているのだろうか。
But okay. It was a nice trailer. It was a nice trailer.